This is the Broke Genius, and welcome to the life of a broke genius. Welcome to my channel.
What's going on? I'm gonna be talking about high value traits that money can't buy. Money cannot buy these traits. So this is something that I thought about, and it's on my docket. Cannot wait. Hold on. Got the playback going. So basically, this is something that basically is something that you can't necessarily achieve through financial success or financial accolades. This is something that you have to either go to a gym or something like that. These are traits that even you can't even go to a gym and accomplish what I'm going to be talking about today. And I'll go in. I'll talk about Kevin Samuels. I'll mention a particular topic that a lot of people went and they went far out the window with it when he was talking about penis size. I'm gonna talk about that, but first and foremost, is certain things that you can actually work on that it's not something necessarily that you have to spend any money on. Some of these things you don't necessarily have to spend any money on. It's something that it just comes with work and just emphasis on. So the first thing, and this is something that Kevin Samuels does talk about. More or less decorum and etiquette. Okay, let's go into the dictionary and actually look up the word etiquette and get the definition for the layman or whatever, so we can get everything conceptualized. So let's go here. So etiquette is, it reads, the customary code of polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group. Basically, your ethics, your etiquette, how polite you are. A lot of people, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people can't make it in the workforce or even more or less corporate America. They got real bad etiquette. Their etiquette is horrible. They don't know how to really talk to people or deal with people. So etiquette is something that you really should be taught when you're. I was taught by my parents. Basically to say thank you. Someone offers or gives you something. Those are things that you really learn as a child. I would have guessed that you could learn, you could work on it when you're an adult if you was not taught. But really, that's something ingrained with you when you're a child. Decorum is another one that I put, and this is basically behavior in keeping with good taste and propriety. It's another basically just way of having some type of etiquette. Okay, like if you're at a funeral, you behave a certain way. Like you're not at the funeral and you're twerking. You know what I'm saying? This is not the proper decorum for a funeral. You're not giving lap dances at a funeral. Okay, those are something that it goes with the etiquette and decorum. So I'm not gonna lie. Like when I like first started working in corporate America, because before I didn't necessarily get. A lot of times people don't really understand what corporate America is. Corporate America is not uh you work at Wendy's or McDonald's. Like, yeah, you work for a corporation, but actually you work for a franchise. Corporate America is primarily you work in an office for a corporation. You work in the corporate side. So even companies have a corporate, like McDonald's. McDonald's have a corporate side. Then they have their restaurants that and they separate the corporate from the operations for their restaurants, obviously. So I had to learn the proper decorum for corporate America. I had to learn to be tight-lipped. Basically, it's people that's nosy. You might not think that they're listening to you, but they absolutely are listening to you. They're monitoring everything you see, say, and even everything they see what you're doing. Like I don't know how many times I'm at my desk, I'm on a computer, I'm on a site, and there's people looking at me while looking at my what I'm looking at on my browser while I'm at work. Just having a proper decorum to be quiet. Just basically, I can't emphasize enough. If anything, be quiet. The less you say, the less that you're going to get in trouble with later. Like for example, I remember I worked for AT&T. I was a contractor, but I was just saying I was talking to these the people that I was working with. I was talking to them like they were my friends, or like we were all pals, and we were all in high school with each other. And I had to learn after I got fired abruptly. You can't act like that. These people, you don't know what their you know interactions with their with your supervisor or your manager or whatever that they can report to. You don't know what offends someone. A lot of times people tend to just do their jobs, and then they don't really say much. A lot of times that's the safe way to go. A lot of times, but yeah, you have a certain way that you have to speak. You have a certain way of etiquette and decorum in certain venues. Now outside, as soon as I hit the door, as soon as I get in my car and I drive off the property, my gig. I mean, I'm not that much different, but I'm still in general. I still have some type of etiquette and decorum. I'm not going up to somebody. I'm not even going up to no woman. Hey, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. Like that's not. It's just not how I am. I mean, I wasn't. That's just not something I'm accustomed to. I have a certain level of class to myself, and that kind of goes with you know etiquette and decorum. You take high value out of it. Just say before they said high value, it was called high class. That was what the term was for before I was born. When I was, for all my life, I've always heard high class. Okay, so that's what people were talking about. Okay, so the thing is that definitely is a high class thing if you have very good proper etiquette and decorum. A lot of what I notice with a lot of women and even men, because the culture right now is hip hop, and it's not even hip hop. The culture is rap. It's really, I'll be honest with you, the music culture now is not even rap. I call it crap. It's crap. Okay, it's literally dumpster music. And that's ruling that's running the culture right now. So a lot of people are saying they're calling people brother, hey bro. They're saying period, poo, period. Uh, you know, just all kind of just like ratchet ghetto like etiquette culture. So a lot of people are acting like that. A lot of women are acting like that, and I just, I hear a lot of this a lot of times, and I just can't say it enough. It's just very very low class. A lot of low class and improper etiquette and decorum. I've said this before on my channel. There should be, even though okay, I got a lot of things I got to deal with, but like probably sometime next year, I'm going to be trying to start a non for profit. Okay, yet even I would just say as a way to kind of go into business. If you're a female that's very prim and proper, You know what I mean by prim and proper. And you have men that are kind of like your counterpart. It is highly recommended you go into business, a little small business of actually having some type of charm school and or training, etiquette and decorum training. So you basically train young men and young women how to dress, how to use how to actually act in a private like setting at the dinner table or a private dinner or banquet, how to use certain salad forks and stuff like that, how to curtsy, how to shake a hand properly, how to tie a tie, how to tie a bow tie, how to open the doors for women, uh, a lot of different things that a lot of people lack with today that I just think a lot of people they want to learn, they want to even, a lot of women are teaching women how to be feminine. Well, there's opportunity to go take that a step further. A lot of women do not know how to cook. They don't know how to be women, and what you're seeing is men, young boys, not actually knowing how to be men, not knowing how to change a tire, not knowing how to even change a light bulb, even if the bulb cracks, how to get the light bulb off, with a potato, to just squeeze it off, or even just to turn off the circuit and then get a flashlight and then just take a wrench and just take the metal part off of the light bulb and take it off. A lot of things that people are lacking now, that is an opportunity for women that know that, and then men also to teach that as a premium, to actually teach people that are aspiring to be higher class to the art of etiquette and decorum. Another thing is communication. Communication is a very hidden part of high class, of high value traits. In both of these, I haven't even gotten into like things that you cannot necessarily, buy, or you can't even go to the gym and do. Etiquette and decorum can definitely be taught and ingrained into you, and also communication. I am not gonna lie to you. Am I have not been raised in no high class lifestyle. I've been a little bit around it, but I have not been 100% like Fresh Prince of Bel Air. A lot of times I have to work on communication, and also, it also is something that I'm striving to move towards learning. I am definitely trying to stop say and you know what I'm saying. Like I gotta catch myself, and then I think even some of the people that I listen to, I find myself kind of maybe even mimicking people's, pronunciations and stuff like that, or just habits of saying, what I'm saying, and. Like I am literally trying to stop saying those words, those actual just drag on words, and just say what I'm saying and just be done with it. So I just can't say it enough that communication is definitely key. One of the things I'll say is I'll say this. It's a guy in I was listening to a discussion with, it was Dr. Anwar, I believe, and it was BGS and more, and they were talking about the octane skills. And it's a guy by the name Alonzo Hall. Alonzo Hall, he he has a very good communication skills. One of the most one of the best communicators that I can say. He is one of the best communicators that I can, you know, I think he could even probably teach how to properly communicate. He communicates very, very well. He actually has, and even BGS told him that he communicates very much like a high class guy already. But he doesn't necessarily have the money, but he already speaks just like a high value man would speak. His communication skills are very much there already. So it's definitely something. Like I said, I'm definitely working on it. A lot of times, it has something to do with other things that are involved. Like if you have bad teeth, bad oral health, that affects your communication. Your teeth, you talk through your teeth. So it's certain things that you would have to work on communication wise. I speak very well. I speak very well. I speak highly. I would say better than most people speak. I definitely, when you hear me talk or someone meets me, they think I have more money in my bank account than I actually do, and they think I am, I'm definitely smarter, but they think that I'm like some PhD dude, which, yeah, I've definitely been highly educated. I've been educated a long time, but they give me more credit than what they really know. But yeah, I speak very well. I just want to speak more. I want to speak better. I want. I'm a CEO of a fledgling bootstrap company, and I want to, definitely be able to talk like a CEO. You hear speeches like Steve Jobs, or, any CEO give a town hall meeting. You definitely hear a highly effective communicator and speaker, and that definitely is something that is very much a high value trait that you can work on. You don't, if you didn't come out your mom's womb being a good communicator, if you want taught how to be a good communicator, definitely uh, avenues that you can take to become a more effective communicator. Now I'm going to go into traits that you can't work on. To a certain extent, you can. So, for example, the average height. Let's open up a window here, and we're going to talk about the average height in the United States. The height, average height up. It's already, somebody's already been searching for this for it's already there. So the average height for a man is 5 feet 9 inches. Actually, I thought it was lower than that. I thought the average height was 5'7" for men. So the average height is 5 feet 9 for men in the United States. Okay. So that being said, if you're below 5'9", you are below average height. There's nothing you could do about it other than, okay, for example, the rapper Big Sean, he said he gained 2 inches by going to a chiropractor regularly. He started going to a chiropractor. And I do know yoga stretching definitely will give you an inch. If you regularly practicing yoga, such as like neck stretches, you do certain stretches, you will gain a half an inch or inch in your height, because the tailbone, everybody has a natural lean. From their lean, you lose an inch or two because you're actually leaning in. So if you're able to straighten your physique to a certain step, to a certain level, and like practice yoga and stuff like that, you can actually gain an inch, but you're not going to gain like 5 inches or 6 inches. And as far as physicality, like these bros here in the top hand corner, Indo Champ, and I don't know who the other guy next to him. You can just be a gym rat and hang out in the gym and actually become a beast. As far as you have these arms that are just huge and humongous, you can absolutely do that. You can absolutely do that. Now, if you're tall and you have big biceps, just you can't. Somebody can, yeah, you can have you could be a millionaire. You ain't gonna you you ain't gonna compete when it comes to it, because you got some women that they don't care how much money you got. They're after the physical features, after your physicality. Okay, they're looking at how you actually look. Okay, your actual physicality. How Ron Wills is preaching to. He's blue in the face. Body game, body game, body game. He's saying body, 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 and nobody's listening to him. I mean, I am, but nobody's actually adhering to what he's saying. He's saying you got to work on your physique, your physicality, because at the end of the day, money don't make women come. Okay, uh, being able to physically, you have to physically make them come. Okay, and they have to even want to be enticed for you to come by being attracted to you. They have to be attracted to you. Now, okay, yeah, it's women that are going to be attracted when you pull up in a Maserati, a Benz, G wagon. Because let's just face it, average Benz is not, it's just average. It looks nice, but you pull up in a G wagon or, a Porsche truck, or something that's exotic, and then you got a Brooks Brothers suit on with some Italian loafers in a nice, Rolex watch. Yeah, women are gonna notice that. They're gonna. It's gonna be some women that gonna want to actually get your number, so you can finance their next Birkin bag. Yes, it's women definitely out there like that. But at the end of the day, if you can't, you know, physically do the job of satisfying them on a sexual level, they're not gonna be satisfied. They're not gonna they're not gonna be, they're gonna be calling these guys and any of these guys in the photos that have the certain physical. Like, for example, I'm 6'3", okay, and I'm definitely working on my body game. Right now, I'm doing a little meat fasting. I'm not eating any meat. I'm trying to deflate. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm definitely trying to work on that. Now, another thing, and this is what I talk about, and this is kind of the pillar of my channel, is knowledge and intelligence. This is something that you don't necessarily have to spend a whole bunch of money on. This is actually goes into what I talked about, the four types of men. A lot of people just rather be the dummy with no money, or even the dummy with money, but they don't necessarily sit down and try to read any books until it's maybe too late. A lot of times people go to jail and they actually start reading books. It's the first time they ever start reading books. So there's a difference between knowledge and intelligence. Intelligence is what you know as far as any information that you already have gathered. It's your actual comprehension of anything in front of you. That's just my gather on intelligence. It's just what you actually kind of can comprehend really, really quick, or grasp, or there's different types of intelligence, and I'm definitely going to be doing a video on the different types of intelligence. But intelligence and knowledge is different. Knowledge is actually something that you know. That's just something that you know. Intelligence is actually, what you actually can comprehend really, really quickly, something that you actually can you can actually just whip out a paper and a test, and then you can just pass it really, really quick. That's your level of intelligence. Knowledge is something that you gather over time. It's very similar, but it's different. Okay. I'll break down the definition, because the definition, it actually it'll explain what I'm talking about. So we're gonna look at knowledge first. So knowledge, it says knowledge is awareness of familiarity gained by experience of a fact or situation. Facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through experience or education, the theoretical or practical understanding of a subject. Okay, now we're going to put in intelligence and get the definition of said. This is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. So basically, kind of learn something today. So knowledge actually is, or intelligence is actually acquiring, pulling that knowledge that you already know and putting it into fruition. A lot of times I've had discussions where to people, my friends of mine, and they say, basically knowledge is not, or even in the conscious community, it's always talked about knowledge. And knowledge is not really knowledge unless you've actually used it. So actually, intelligence is actually the acquiring of using what you already know. So that actually is the full fruition of actually completing the knowledge that you already have and implementing it. That is actually intelligence. Okay. So these are both things that you can actually learn. You can work on right away. Over time, you will be knowledgeable and intelligent. That's why a lot of times people come into what quote unquote is the manosphere or black manosphere or whatever, because they're trying to learn, the whole red pill philosophy or whatever. They're actually trying to learn something new and become more knowledgeable, thus becoming more intelligent. Now, you got some people that'll watch 2 videos and then they'll be trying to like talking points and try, like they absolutely know full spectrum of what is actually going on and what they're actually talking about, and then they come on a panel and absolutely embarrass themselves. That is not, it takes some time to actually, become knowledgeable and intelligent. So lastly, we're going to talk about, this is rare genetics. Okay, rare genetics. For example, this right here, a widow's peak. I have a deep widow's peak. I could play Blade in vampire movies. Well, maybe if I was a little bit younger, but I could actually be in vampire movies. I actually want to. I'm still working on that. But this genetic rare trait right here, only 10%, less than 10% of the population has a widow's peak. That's a rare genetic trait. Okay, this is one reason I get laid right here. They want to be with Blackula. Now the thing is that people don't know that. People don't know how rare that actually is. This is a very rare trait. And you just, that's why I say, like, a lot of times people don't understand the value. I had to research how, like, different genetic traits and stuff like that. And once I realized, I put all of my, I put every, like, I think absolutely everybody should add up what they actually know and what their traits are and everything, and add it up to put some type of value to themselves. When I added up, how tall I am, and you add also, there's not that many black people in this country, the height that I am, my strength, my athleticism, my rare genetic trait, such as my widow's peak. I also have a rare blood type as well. Man, I'm not about to go out on the street and act crazy and stuff like that because I'm rare. I speak and talk and move with a level of understanding how rare I am. Now, this guy right here in the middle is Prison Bay. Now, Prison Bay, he got out of jail. He got a billionaire heiress pregnant. Okay, absolutely, she understands high value traits. She she pretty much she hit the she understood the genetic lottery, and she absolutely let that genetic lottery, which by in this case Prison Bay, slide in them billionaire heiress panties back, and slide on in. Yeah, pretty much got to look at it like this. This guy, he's light skinned, but he has also blue eyes. Blue eyes are very rare. Okay, as far as eye complexion alone, they're very rare. Now here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about Prison Bay, and it goes back to this whole video. Prison Bay didn't know how valuable he was until he got out of prison, until basically his image just covered the entire World Wide Web. He probably been told by, because he already had a baby mama before he went into jail. He probably was told, "Oh yeah, you're a cutie. You're so cute." He probably didn't have any issues getting laid, but he didn't understand how rare he actually was until the internet spreaded his picture across the entire World Wide Web. And then he got out, and then he understood, oh, I'm rare. I don't need to go live the thug life. I don't need to run with the gangbangers and stuff like that. I'm extremely rare. All I got to do is be me, and he move a certain way. He move a totally different way. And this guy on the right here, in the far right, he's got red hair. Red hair is the rarest of all hair types. And he's black. He's brown skinned, okay? And you can see he's already married, so don't be trying to Google his picture. Because the thing about it is, you got to, he's black, one. Black people are less than 15% of the population in this country. He's got red hair and he's black. Okay. So it's certain things that, yeah, I mean, you hit the genetic lottery by proxy of your rare genetic traits. Those are high value traits that you cannot necessarily buy. Now I'm gonna go back to why people were going crazy over the whole like the discussion on penis size. I'm not going to play the video. The video is out there. Some guy called the Kevin Samuels show, and he basically alluded to, or he was trying to explain why he thought he was valuable, and it kind of goes back to the physicality. I'll go back to this. The reason why Kevin brought up penis size is because here's the deal. Women, they come off, a lot of women are more expressive now. You got women that are very, very highly expressive sexually. A lot of back in the day, that was frowned upon for a woman to really, be highly sexual. Women have no problems getting on TikTok or YouTube or social media and talking about how they like a man's penis, or how they actually like multiple penis, or whatever the case may be. The thing is that I absolutely understood what he was getting at, because you have if you have a certain penis size, or ability to please women sexually, you are considered to a certain degree high value in a certain regard that doesn't have anything to do with financial success or accolades. Because at the end of the day, quiet as it kept, a man that there are men that are gigolos. There's men that are also high class gigolos, and there are also men that don't really have a lot of money, but they have women that whether they look good or have a lot of money, they're with them. And the reason why is because uh, women, just like men, they like to feel good. They like sex. And if a guy has, let's just say, porn star penis, if like a guy has a penis like a porn star, or even knows how to work it like a porn star, yes, he's gonna have women trying to look for him, trying to call him, trying to reach out to him so they can get that. And that's why Kevin was asking him all of those questions. Now, you know, people took that to all kind of different directions, and all of that other goofy crap is because people trying to get YouTube views and everything like that. Now, I made a post on my community tab. Most people are not going to make money off of YouTube. Less than, I was really being modest while I was saying 20% of people only make enough money off of YouTube to sustain themselves. If you pull the layers back, actually, I would say less than 10% actually make more money off of YouTube or their YouTube channel than what they would make at a job. I would say less than 10%. It might even be even 5% that they make more money on their YouTube channel than they do working their job or whatever career they have. Very rarely people are making money off YouTube. That's why it's people are competitive, coming up with videos trying to talk about somebody and trying to talk about somebody's mama, their grandma, and all this other goofy stuff. Because it's people are competitive. But the thing about it is that's what Kevin was talking about with the whole penis thing, is because you can I don't want to, I ain't trying to brag, but a lot of times women, when I get with someone new, they like, why are you even single? I don't know how many times I've gotten that. I remember getting that from my ex-wife. She's like, what? Why are you? How is it possible that you're single? And it goes back to what I'm saying. I mean, you got it or you don't. And if you got it, you know how to use it. You learn how to use it, and it actually is something that definitely is high value. I really don't talk about sex too much on here, but I mean, yeah, I was gonna do a video on high value penis, but I just was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna cool that off. I'll talk about that on my Patreon, but and definitely join my Patreon. Talk about a lot of stuff that I don't talk about on here. And yeah, I was gonna actually go in because it is basically, that is the case. High value pussy, high value penis. I mean, it definitely is not really what people think about, but very much it exists, and that's what he was going into. That's why he was asking the questions. But hey, agree or disagree. We all know somebody that women are, they talk about, and they catty. That's why women like to go to the bathroom to compare notes. But anyway, this is gonna be the final wrap up to this. I gotta put my clothes in the dryer, and hopefully you will get some understanding from this one that you can take with you.